All right, guys, so let's get started on Sagittarius. We're doing January predictions. We're looking at the whole month of January. Let me preface this reading by saying that even though this is a reading that's supposed to tell us what's going to be happening in January in love, please understand that this could have happened already. These things could be set in motion already, or they can happen, even in February or March, okay? But, we're looking for January. Everyone's on a different timeline here, okay? Remember, look for your moon, your rising, look for the moon and rising of the people that you're interested in. I always look at tarot readings for my sister, my mother, my father, my husband, and even my cats. Okay. if I happen to know when they're born. All right, guys, let's get started on Sagittarius. Let me knock these cards because it's been a minute, guys. I haven't done tarot in like 2 weeks because I've just been so sick. All right. So tell me what Sagittarius needs to know in love for January. What does Sag need to know in love for January? Hey, J-Love, good morning. What does Sagittarius need to know in love for January? Why am I even using that deck? That's like Spirit's way of saying, like, that ain't your deck, girl. That's not what you wanted to use. Okay, what does Sag need to know? Okay, so we've got the Hanged Man. And you know what? The Hanged Man came out in reverse. Very, very interesting. So there could be some delays. There could be something that you have to sacrifice, Sag. I really do believe that the new year is coming with some, brand new energy. Okay, so there may be some things that you have to let go. Tell me more. What does Sag need to know in love for January? Okay, so we've got two cards. We've got the Three of Wands and the Six of Swords. Sort of feels like the universe is saying that Sagittarius might be waiting for some healing to come in. Sagittarius might be waiting for, I feel like Sagittarius, the message that I get from these cards together is that I just feel like you're waiting and it's taking really long for you to feel okay with something, Sagittarius, okay? Let me get one more card. Okay, so I got the Four of Cups and the Ten of Swords that I could see, okay? So Sagittarius, you may have declined a love offer, let's say. Maybe you've decided to end something. Let's see the card that we couldn't see, Three of Swords, yeah. Sagittarius, I feel like some of you are in the process of trying to heal. And, I think that you put a stop to something, Sagittarius. I feel like you ended something. You let something just, kind of, we're going to say oof, like Tyler and Snowy say. And it was heartbreaking. Whatever this thing was, it was heartbreaking for you. And I think somebody actually did come in and say, let's fix it. Let's work on a relationship or something. And you're like, no, I don't want to. So I do feel like you made a sacrifice, Sagittarius. And I feel like you're waiting for the healing to happen. Because just because you decide that, something isn't working anymore and you don't want to participate in it doesn't mean that you don't miss that person, that you don't, value or cherish that person and, want to continue seeing them and being with them. But you've decided to prioritize your well-being by, maybe cutting off a relationship. Okay. And this relationship could be with anybody. I asked, whoa. I asked for it to, specifically tell us about love, but it could be any kind of relationship. It could be a familial relationship. It can be a friendship. Okay. So let's get our clarifying cards. This is turned into a 6-card spread on accident. Okay. So we have a lot of clarifying to do. Obviously, we'll probably get half of the zodiac done today, and then tomorrow we'll get the other half done. Okay. Tell me about the Hanged Man in reverse. Okay, so we see Temperance here. Again, another timing card. Okay, now Temperance didn't quite pop out, but I feel like Temperance wanted herself to be known. Sagittarius energy on the board here. And we got the Two of Swords. So, Sagittarius, I feel like you ended something, but there might be like this energy of it not quite being over yet and you still trying to make a decision. Let's say you've ended a relationship with a person and that you're not going to in your mind, you're like, I don't want to pursue this anymore. I don't want to put effort into this anymore. Not to say that you don't love the person and that you're not attracted to them, but maybe this person's going to come back, and that this person can be very convincing because this is someone that you have such a strong desire for. And so this Two of Swords to me is saying, what am I going to do when that happens? Okay. Tell me about the Three of Wands. The Knight of Swords. So it's like you're waiting for somebody to rush in here and, very, very curtly tell you like, no, it's not over. It's almost like you want that to happen, Tell me about the Six of Swords. And that's okay. I understand that. Sometimes you want to prioritize your well-being, and that something is just not going to give you what you want, and so you stand up for yourself and you're like, no, I can't give to this anymore. But you really wish the person would come back and tell you what you want to hear. I want to give to this, that kind of thing. Six of Swords. Tell me about the Six of Swords. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. 10 of Pentacles, Six of Swords. You're prioritizing yourself and you're saying, I want nothing short of the 10 of Pentacles. Wow, Hope, look at that. I mean, you know what you want. You want someone to build a legacy with, someone to build a life with. Okay, so tell me about this 10 of Swords. Okay, so we got Death in reverse. Unfinished business, if I ever saw it. Could be dealing with the Scorpio. And because that really is the very first major that we have here. I mean, that's the second major. The first one is Pisces. And the Page of Swords. So there is unfinished business here with the 10 of Swords. Something isn't quite done. Even if you thought it was, it's not. There is communication coming in, or at the very least, somebody's keeping an eye on you. Okay. I hate breadcrumbing. Okay. I'm not with it. I feel like breadcrumbing is cowardice, and I think it's a waste of time, and I can't stand when people waste my time, especially, if it obviously breadcrumbing is not fun. Don't come over here with that. Four of Cups. Tell me about the Four of Cups. Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups, clarifying the Four of Cups, could be saying a lot of things. It could be saying, Sagittarius, that you're not, taking one person's cup of love because you're looking at all your options right now. And, that's the simplest way to look at it. But right now, I think the simplest way is the most, meaningful. Tell me about the Three of Swords, the most accurate. The Three of Swords and the Moon. Yeah, you're really heartbroken about this. And I think you have a lot of anxiety about it. And I think you have a lot of anxiety and you're confused. Really, Seven of Cups and the Moon is a lot of deep confusion about what the possibilities are with this, okay? So let's keep going here. Tell me about the Two of Swords. So this is what's coming to you in January. King of Pentacles. Very committal energy, okay? Give me one more for the Two of Swords. Who are we talking about here? The 10 of Swords. You have two people in your energy, Sagittarius, some of you. There is somebody that has commitment on their mind dealing with you. And there's another person that you've ended things with, okay? For many of you, there's somebody else, okay? And for some of you, this could actually be somebody that you're in a very serious relationship, okay? This could be somebody that you have children with, properties with. This could be somebody that you're married to, okay? And you have another lover, and the other lover is the person that's causing all of this mayhem that you feel like you need to heal from. And for others of you, if it's not someone you're married to, it's just somebody that you have a lot of history with that is committal, though. This is someone you can rely on. This other person could be an earth sign, doesn't have to be. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. The Two of Wands. Three of Wands, Two of Wands. A lot of waiting energy on this other person to come in and maybe give you some clarity. Tell me about the 10 of Pentacles. Three of Swords. Hey, Mari, welcome. No, you haven't missed Libra, hun. It's coming up. I feel like for some of you, the Three of Swords is representing here, not just choosing a committal partner over one that you have a lot of passion for. This is also about, being heartbroken that you may have to choose somebody that you don't want necessarily. And I know that sounds so fucked up, but the heart wants what the heart wants, Tell me about Death and the Page of Swords. Tell me about death in reverse and the Page of Swords. Temperance again. Unfinished business. And, you know, temperance is sort of suggesting that there are very many difficulties between you and this person that you're very interested in, the one that you're ending things with, right? There are very many differences between the two of you. However, and if you decided to bring things together, it would take a lot of work and time, but you might be divinely guided to do it. I don't want to say that just yet, because the temperance has many meanings. And one of those is protection, though, you know, like divine protection. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. Like, it may be saying that there's something, you know, there may be like this divine connection here. It could be karmic. Okay. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. For the Seven of Cups, we ended up getting the Sun in reverse and the Two of Wands in reverse. Now, even the Sun in reverse is a happy card, you know. The Sun in reverse is saying that, you know, you could be happy. And I'm sorry, that's not the Two of Wands in reverse. It's the Four of Wands in reverse. The Four of Wands in reverse, you know, Sagittarius, I feel like you're saying, you know, it's almost like if you have a stable situation happening, it's almost like you're saying, I'm willing to, you know, rock that stability so that I can have happiness, even if I'll be upset that I, you know, maybe sacrifice the thing that is stable for the thing that I want. Okay, tell me about the Moon. And the Fool. You're heartbroken and you really have anxiety about taking a leap of faith towards this other thing that you really want, that hasn't shown you stability, that hasn't shown you anything of what you want, but you want it, okay? This is what's coming to you in January. A lot of anxiety and, you know, being in a place where you really don't know what you should choose here. A lot of you are just, you know, very much wanting to be with a person. And it's like, until this person comes and tells you that, you know, they want the Ten of Pentacles with you, you really won't know what to do and you're going to be stuck here. Okay. So let's see if I can pick up on this person's energy and, let's see if I can see, how does this person feel about Sagittarius? Okay, we have the Magician here, so that's a little scary. How does this person feel about Sagittarius? So this person feels like you have, this person feels, Sagittarius, that the ball is in your court and you have the control. Because remember, you are showing up as the person who did put your foot down and end this. This person feels like you, hey, Haley, this person feels like this is your reading, hun. Okay, Haley, thank you so much for the 20 diamonds, Hope and Haley. Okay. This person feels like you have the ball in your court and that you've set a boundary with them. Okay. Tell me one more. How does this person feel? I mean, they love you though. And I think that they really want to feel your love. This person may also feel like you're giving your love to a new love. Okay. Like maybe you have new options. Okay. All right, guys, let's move on to Scorpiana. So that is what's going on for my Saggies in January. Oh, you're welcome, Hope. Yes, we're moving on to Scorpianas. Oh my God, guys, it's been a wild 2 weeks, man. No, Virgo's coming up, love. Hang in there, okay? Virgo will be real soon. That flu was something, man. I mean, the flu. Guys, I gotta tell you, like, I have been so into the Ohio Players lately, and also Pink Floyd. I mean, I'm always into Pink Floyd. They're in my top 5 albums. What have you guys been listening to lately? Fire, dun 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 dun, fire, dance hall. Hey, give me 1 second, my people. I just need to go get me a juice box. I'll be right back. Why? I looked at my sister's fridge. She always be getting them raisin bagel. Don't nobody want a raisin bagel, okay? Give me a nice everything bagel. Get that smoked salmon with it, you know? Raisin. Don't nobody want that. Yeah, Sunny is a Scorpio. That is so funny. I mean, it do be hitting the spot sometimes when you want something sweet and you slap a little butter on that thing. It do be hitting the spot.